Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Nameless, the one thing you must recall. And in the last episode, we finished Lance's route, and today we are going to begin Tay's because he's the one who got the most votes. So, as usual, I'm going to be skipping over any text that has been previously read, so if you haven't watched anything yet, you should watch Lance's route first because he was the first one I played. And we'll jump right into Tay here. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Prince Sunshine. So does it start out differently? Oh, it actually starts out differently. That's interesting. I hummed while opening my diary. I flipped through the pages and recalled what happened today. A lot of things happened today. The most interesting thing was... Huh? I stopped humming and turned back to the previous pages. What happened? The writings in the diary were blurred, as if someone had intentionally smudged them. Oh yeah, that's right. We never found out what was the deal with the diary with the smudged writings in the diary on Lance's route. Huh? What's wrong with this? I can't read a single page. I first thought that it was just one page, but all the rest were the same. The words were so smudged, I couldn't even make them out. I slowly flipped through, page by page, but there wasn't a single page I could read. This diary is basically all my memories. I couldn't help but feel upset at the smudged words. I also felt a bit creeped out. How did it suddenly turn out like this? My shoulders drooped. How? Is there any way I can fix this? Devastated, I muttered at the diary. You tell that diary. It was at that moment. Are the guys already alive here? A forgotten memory doesn't come back. You know that well, don't you? Did I actually hear that? I heard a voice from behind my back. The low voice creeped me out. I was startled and quickly turned around. But there was no one behind my back. Creepy. There will come a day when all your precious memories will be destroyed. Aren't you excited? Not really. What? Again I heard someone's voice. I turned around again toward the direction the voice came from, but there was no one. That face. So awesome. Yes, keep showing me that face. Who are you? I didn't hear wrong. Something is definitely here. But the moment I was about to search for the source of the voice, white light blasted from somewhere. The light blinded me, and my consciousness faded away in the light. Now, get some sleep. The next time you open your eyes, it will be by your side. What will be by my side? Your ruined memories. Wait, so is that like the end of Lance's route and now I've forgotten everything? Beep, beep, beep. The familiar noise hovered around my ears. Can I skip now? No? Is it the alarm clock? And among that noise, I heard a voice desperately calling for me. Eri, wake up. The small voice grew louder. And when the voice became clear, I suddenly came back to my senses. Is it Tay? I slowly gained consciousness and opened my eyes. And I caught eyes with the person who was shaking my shoulders, trying to wake me up. Tay? You're awake. Are you okay? Tay let out a huge sigh and sat on my bed. He looked startled. What was I? You weren't coming out, so I came to wake you up. But I found you all covered in sweat. Tay raised his hand and flipped up my hair. My forehead was wet. Tay asked with worry. Did you have a nightmare? I don't know. All I remember is my smudged diary and that creepy feeling I got. But I feel like there was something more than that. I racked my brain to trace back my blurred memories, but my head started to hurt. Ugh.
If you can't, you don't have to try to remember. I think you had a nightmare. If that's the case, it'd be better not to remember.
Yeah.
You're pale. There's still time left. Do you want to lie down? Or I can tell the school you're sick.
No, I can't miss school because of a nightmare. I'm fine. I answered energetically on purpose and got up. I don't know if it's because I suddenly got up or because I was sweating too much, but I suddenly felt dizzy. I lost my vision and my knees buckled. That's not good. I stumbled. Huh?
Are you okay?
Tae hurried and reached out his arms to grab me. I didn't fall down thanks to him, but I ended up tight in his arms. Infinitely better than falling down. So sorry. I must be a bit dizzy.
It's fine, but really, don't overwork yourself. I'm worried you might really get hurt.
Yeah, okay. I felt sorry and embarrassed at the same time. I tried to get away from Tae, but I still felt dizzy, so it was difficult to stand by myself. My face heated up since Tae was basically hugging me. I think I feel dizzier.
Why is your face red? Are you really okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I tried to hide my red face from him. Tae didn't realize that and looked more worried. My heart beat fast at his kind attitude. Ugh, what's wrong with me?
Here, lean on me. I'll help you to the bathroom.
I can go by myself. I squirmed to get out of his arms, but it was all pointless as he didn't budge. That's it, don't let me go, Tae. He held me in his arms and said to me in a calm voice,
You say you're fine, but miss, I think you'll trip before you can even step into the bathroom.
Tae acted like a mom again and led me to the bathroom. Ugh. Tae leading me into the bathroom in the morning. Am I still dreaming? Tae is always nice and generous, but I get butterflies whenever I see him up close. Tae gently escorted me to the bathroom.
Here, you can take care of yourself now, right? Or should I help you?
What? I suddenly tensed up at what he said. Startled, I looked up at his face, but he was just smiling.
I'm joking. A gentleman would never do such a thing. Besides, it's not going to be solved just because of that.
What do you mean? I can't understand what Tae said. Solved? What is? Tae seems to know something. Am I confused because I just woke up?
No, it's nothing. I was just talking to myself. Sorry I'm saying weird things when you're not feeling well. Then hurry and wash. I'll prepare breakfast.
Okay. Yes, my darling Tae. Make my breakfast, husband, O Tae. Phew! I felt much better after taking a shower. The dizziness was mostly gone. I sat on my desk. They always say sat on. It's supposed to be like sat at your desk. I sat at my desk, still feeling the warmth of the hot water. I opened my drawer and took out my diary. It was a dream, but I'm still nervous. I took a deep breath before opening my diary. Yeah, that was just a dream. Which reminds me, let me see what is in my diary anyway. Okay, yeah, we've got some pages here because, the diary starts with dolls coming to life. So let me go ahead and read those to start out with to see how much backstory we have already. August 29th. I woke up this morning and ate ramen for breakfast. I still miss Grandpa. Grandpa, are you doing okay up there? I still miss you so much, Grandpa. September 2nd. Today's the first day of the second semester. Shimbi was busy with her modeling job, so she couldn't make it. Soy rattled on about what she did during vacation. I had a strange feeling while listening to what Soy was saying, because I felt like I had already heard it before. So we're actually having deja vu because we played the route before. That's pretty cool. September 24th. This is insane. Can something like this really happen? Just until yesterday, my dolls were sitting still on the shelf, but they came to life. I can't even tell anyone about this. This is so troubling. Especially this morning when the principal saw Yuri shirtless. God, they need a guardian to sign the consent form. What should I do? Grandpa, what should I do? But no matter how troubling this is, I can't help but feel a bit excited. Our first night together. Will Tay and Yuri be okay in the same room? September 25th. I think my life was turned upside down ever since we started living together. Early morning, Tay makes my breakfast and gets me my things. I can't believe this is actually happening. God. Anyways, what should I do about the guardian consent forms? Let's just think about it later. September 26th. We have to hand in the consent forms by tomorrow, but I still can't think up anything. What's going to happen to me? I can only come up with excuses right now. Grandpa, help me. September 28th. It's the weekend. Like these past couple days, Yeon-ho came to wake me up. A new but peaceful day. It's only been a couple of days since the dolls turned human, but I think I've kind of gotten used to it. I just feel much better to know that there'd be someone to greet me when I come home. September 29th. Ever since the dolls came to life, I haven't wanted to take pictures of the dolls, but more importantly, the food Tay cooks is so good. That's the most important thing. October 2nd. Taking the bus is hell these days. I should never get on the bus with Tay, so he asked me to go to some cafe. I didn't feel like it, so I said no. October 4th. I can't believe it's already been a week since I started going to school with the dolls. I still have to pinch myself every morning. It hurts. The things happening in front of my eyes are real. I keep having weird dreams these days. I feel like I've been through something like this before. Even when Soy told me about the boys being called the Hot Five. What's going on with me? Okay, so we're caught up now. So we're past October 4th. And let's get back to the story. Yeah, that was just a dream. I opened it feeling nervous. Oh, thank God. Thankfully, there wasn't a single smudge, and everything was clean. As always, the diary was full of words that held my memories. I stroked all the precious pages. Each one? Did I open each page obsessively stroking them? Yeah, all my journal entries disappearing. That would never happen. Unless somebody came and tore them out of your diary. I felt relieved and put my diary back in the drawer. While I was closing it, I noticed the dolls that stood by my desk. As usual, I smiled and said hi to the dolls. Hey, good morning. I know the dolls have become human now, but it's still my habit to say hi to them. Come to think of it, they're now real dolls. I stroked their hair and felt the silky strands of hair wrap around my hand. I felt like Yeon-ho's doll was smiling at me. Huh? My hand suddenly stopped while stroking Yeon-ho's doll. Weird. Come to think of it, Tay came to wake me up today. Yeon-ho was the one who did that every morning, but for some reason, today it was Tay. Yeon-ho must be busy. I felt a bit embarrassed while thinking that. I hope the other guys didn't go back to being dolls. I never needed Yeon-ho to come wake me up, but he was still helping me all this time. Besides, I must look horrible right after I wake up. To think that Tay saw me like that this morning, my face heated up more. Let's stop thinking about that. It's nothing serious. I should dry my hair and go eat. I took out the blow dryer and dried my wet hair. My thoughts were soon blown away by the warmth and noise. When I came into the living room after getting ready, I heard busy noises from the kitchen. I became hungry at the sound of plates clattering and the smell of food. Oh, Master, you're here. Oh, it's good to see you, Yeon-ho. You had me scared for a moment. Yeon-ho saw me first and smiled as he ran towards me. Hey, Yeon-ho, good morning. Hey, good morning, Master. But, Yeon-ho, this morning, why... Yes? No, never mind. I was about to ask Yeon-ho why Tay came to wake me up, but I stopped. I thought if I asked, Yeon-ho might feel like he had to come wake me up every morning. Well, whatever. It's not important. Yeon-ho stared at me, looking confused. I quickly changed the subject. Anyways, I'm hungry. How's breakfast coming along? Oh, come here, Master. Breakfast is ready. Yeon-ho held my hand and led me to the kitchen. The kitchen smelled pretty good. I caught eyes with Tae, who was cooking breakfast.
Oh, hey, sit here.
Thanks. Where's everyone else? The table is usually noisy at this hour, with Red and Lance bickering, but it was quiet today.
They'll come out soon. Here.
Wow, thanks. Tae handed me a steaming plate.
It's hot, so be careful. Oh, you might get burned if you hold the plate with your hands.
Tae prepared mushroom soup. For breakfast? That sounds like an odd breakfast. Wow, it looks so good.
Yeah, try it.
Tae said and smiled. I tried the soup. Wow, this is really good. The aroma of the soup spread in my mouth. It wasn't anything like the canned ones.
I'm glad. I made plenty, so have as much as you want.
Tae smiled and brought out the other food. The table soon filled up with plates. It was everything I loved. Wow, when did you make all this? Is today some special occasion? Tae smiled at what I said.
Tae started cooking last night. He was worried that you seemed tired recently.
Really? Did I look tired?
Yeah, you didn't eat well too. So Tae especially cooked all the things you like to eat.
Oh, come to think of it, I did lose my appetite recently. I guess that's why I wasn't eating well. And the reason I lost my appetite is because of the weird dreams I've been having. Every time I have a nightmare, I feel dizzy and weak. But I never remember what the nightmare was about. Just like today. I was spacing out and putting food in my mouth when I caught eyes with Tae. He must have been staring at me this whole time. I felt embarrassed and stuffed the food into my mouth in a hurry.
How is it?
I can't taste it, I'm eating it too fast. I chewed, and it tasted just as good as the soup. I put my thumbs up with my mouth still full.
Good.
Tae smiled again. I didn't finish eating, but I felt full just by seeing his smile. Tae's smile is really contagious. I feel happy just to see it. He isn't called Prince Sunshine for no reason. His smile brightens up the whole atmosphere. Is that a nickname Soy gave him? It was always truthful and seemed to light up everyone else. I hope Tae always smiles like that. Well, if we make him happy enough, maybe.
Huh? You guys eating already?
Hey, good morning, Red and Lance. Red entered the kitchen first, and then came Lance. He's not even replying today. Rude. Lance just met my eyes for a second and didn't even say hi. I think he's a bit resentful that we're doing someone else's route right now. He looks more uncomfortable today. Did something happen?
The Ice Prince seems uncomfortable today. What happened?
Tae asked, just in time as if he read my thoughts. But he asked Red and not Lance. He probably thinks Red is the cause. Sure enough, Red fumed at Tae's question and started ranting.
I don't know. How do I know how he thinks? He started beating me up for no reason this morning. I can't ever like him.
What? Lance beat up Red? No way.
Yellow, what's with those eyes? Then you think I'm lying? Who's going to trust me if my own sidekick doesn't even believe me?
Red jumped up and down. Yeon-ho looked flustered. Wait, calm down. Don't spill the food. What I meant is, Lance would never beat up someone for no reason.
Then, are you saying I deserved it?
No, I just wanted to know why something like that happened. Don't make him cry. Red looked like he'd flip the table at any moment now, and Yeon-ho looked at him nervously. Why is everything so tense in this route?
Stop. Don't get so angry now. You'll really spill the food. I really put a lot of care into it. Besides, I don't care about me not getting to eat, but what if you ruin the owner's meal? Commander, care about me too!
Tae smiled when he said that, but Red looked disappointed and immediately sat down again. Red does seem slow, but he has good instincts, so it catches Tae's anger quickly. He must have felt the silent command beneath Tae's smile. He is the commander after all. He looked just like a big dog with his tail wrapped around. So, why did you two fight? Yeon-ho hesitated and asked after Red's tantrum ended. Lance acted as if it had nothing to do with him. But he finally opened his mouth when Yanho asked.
We didn't fight, but I did hit him. Wouldn't anyone be surprised and instinctively defend themselves when someone suddenly crosses your side of the bed?
No? My God. I guess this was meant to happen from the moment they were randomly chosen as roommates. Right after the room was decided, Lance divided the bed in half, insisting that he could never share a bed with Red. And it seems as if they've agreed to attack relentlessly if someone violates the other side of the bed. Well, I guess you gotta be careful in your sleep, guys.
Explain more in detail. Why did Red suddenly go to your side? If you want more of a detailed explanation, I will give it to you. To be honest, it's not a complicated incident. That guy left the room saying he was going to the bathroom, came back, and suddenly came to my side of the bed to attack me. I've only counterattacked.
He just suddenly came to your side of the bed and attacked you?
Hey, wait! When have I ever attacked you? I told you I wasn't fully awake and went to the wrong side, but you beat me up without hesitating to what I had to say. You're the one who attacked me! I explained, but you kept on hitting me!
Red stood up and fumed as he shook his finger at Lance. The way he was getting angry, he was such a child. On the other hand, Lance maintained his cold attitude.
You should be thankful that I stopped quickly when I saw your head on my chest.
No wonder.
When I saw your head on my chest, I wanted to twist your neck.
Red tried to cuddle with Lance. Oh man, there's like some serious bromance in this game between these two. First they had to kiss in Lance's route, and now they had to cuddle in Tay's. Are they trying to hint at a little yaoi in this game?
Commander, he's too cruel.
Food got stuck in my throat at Lance's creepy words.
Oh, Master, I'll get you water.
Yanho took an empty cup and ran to get water. And soon, he carefully ran back again so as not to spill the full cup.
Here it is.
Oh, thank you. I stopped coughing after I drank the water Yanho handed me. As I rubbed my forehead, Yanho smiled. He was so cute. I stroked his hair. You always smile, Yanho.
Do I? That's probably because I like you a lot.
Oh. He seemed to get embarrassed at what he said and fidgeted with his arms. Even his embarrassed face was so adorable.
My honey's not hitting on some other man, are you?
I was smiling with Yanho and being happy when Yuri suddenly cut in. He got ready for work and came into the kitchen wearing a clean suit.
Oh, hey Yuri.
Hey, kiddo. I never thought you'd touch my honey.
What?
Oh, Yuri, stop it! Yuri pinched Yanho's cheeks and pulled at them. His soft skin stretched like mochi. Yuri was having fun.
Why don't you stop messing around and sit down? You came last. Why are you so relaxed?
Tay scolded Yuri for playing around.
Well, I guess Mom's nagging will never change. You'll get old really fast like that.
If you know, please help me stop nagging. If I die fast, it'll all be your fault.
What was that flash?
Hey, don't blame me for your getting old.
You must really crave junk food today. I won't stop you. Of course it will be bad for your skin.
Tay threatened to take away Yuri's food if he didn't stop his gibberish. Yuri couldn't resist anymore and quietly sat in his seat. And he made a sullen face and grumbled.
You must have been a serpent in your past life. A very long serpent.
What a nice thing to say. Serpents did influence humanity.
You're not going to give up, are you? Fine, whatever. I don't want to deal with you.
Tay never gave in to Yuri's complaining. Tay must be pretty smart to return all of his insults. Yuri, you'll never beat Tay.
Oh, wait, that's not it. Darling, they say you have to avoid the nasty things.
Tay immediately glared at Yuri.
You know, careless words usually lead to tragedies. The world would be such a peaceful place if people could just keep their mouths shut.
Look at that smile! I just love how he smiles when he does these quips. Yuri was about to add something more, but quickly stopped when Tay said that. It was like seeing Red from just a moment ago.
Huh, that devil.
Yuri grumbled. Yuri's arch-enemy must be Tae. I should take note of that now.
My honey, I told you that's not it. It's not that I can't beat him, I just can't be bothered.
Yeah, whatever. Yuri looked unsatisfied at my playful answer. Tae shrugged his shoulders to see us.
I think Yuri's arch-enemy is actually the owner. He always listens to you. That's because Darling is special. She's been chosen by the goddess of beauty, like me. But I could see that Darling is special to you too. Just look at all the plates around her.
That's cute.
That's right. She is special. Very special.
Tae answered while looking at me. His voice was low, as if he was chanting or talking to himself. Then suddenly, he reached toward the napkin beside him.
Here.
Tae handed me a napkin and pointed at my mouth. Oh, there's something on my mouth? Can you wipe it for me?
Just a little. Now it's gone.
Oh, thanks. Tae smiled again. I even forgot to hide my embarrassment at his smile and just smiled back. I felt someone staring at me. Red, why? Something got on my face again? Red had his mouth closed tight and stared at me a while before finally speaking.
You know...
Huh? Red suddenly leaned close and stuck out his head toward me. What?
I think you act differently in front of the commander.
Me? Red even folded his arms and talked as if he made a huge discovery.
Yeah, you smile more when the commander talks.
Jealous? Don't say such weird things, Red.
You really do. When you talk to us, you're more, what is that word? Hairless?
You mean careless?
Don't show off. I'll just ignore what he said. Anyways, you like the commander, right?
No. As Red suddenly pointed at me, I felt flustered. Don't you know it's rude to point right? You're pointing left and right today. What does he mean, like? What do you think he means, Eri? We're back to the dense stuff again. Slow! Of course, I do get butterflies when Tae's being nice to me. My face turned red, and I glimpsed at Tae. At that moment, I caught eyes with him. He must have been looking at me all along. I couldn't help but avoid his gaze. What if he feels insulted? Red's making me care about useless things. I felt embarrassed and pretended to do something else. But my face didn't cool down easily.
Guys, stop playing around. If we don't get ready to leave now, we'll all be late.
Tae cleared up the awkward atmosphere. Come to think of it, we really don't have much time. Yeah, let's eat first. Eat! Huh? I heard a familiar ringtone. Is it my phone? As I put my hand in my pocket, I felt something hard. I took it out. Huh?
Master, what's wrong?
No, it's just... whose is this?
What?
There was a smartphone in my hand. And it was the latest model I saw on a TV commercial recently. It was all shiny, definitely a new phone. Everyone looked confused at my question. Huh? I found this in my pocket just now. They looked more confused at what I said.
What are you talking about? Didn't Yuri get you that phone? It hasn't been long since you bickered about not taking it. You haven't become stupid like him, have you? One idiot is enough for this house. Are you really going to keep picking on me? Ugh. Anyways.
Red started fuming, but soon turned his head to look at me.
That's yours. You got a new model just like the one I have. Don't you remember? Here, look at this.
Apparently, they didn't do a very good job with, erasing certain memories and leaving certain ones intact. Red took out his smartphone from his pocket. What? You have one too? How? There was a new smartphone in Red's hand. It's definitely the same model. Yuri looked worried about my confused face.
Darling, you're not sick, are you?
Yuri reached out his hand and felt my forehead.
You don't have a fever. Did you bump your head somewhere recently? You might have during your sleep. Do you have bruises anywhere?
Wait, what are you talking about? I shook off Yuri's hand and asked everyone. They looked just as flustered as I did. Master, you really don't remember? Yuri got smartphones for all of us. You told Yuri to get smartphones for everyone else if he was going to get one for you. So he bought one for all of us. You don't remember? Yeon-ho looked worried. Actually, he wasn't the only one. Everyone looked worried. Yuri bought them for all of us? Last time, Yuri, me, everyone else? I was trying to remember, but everything was blurry. I felt frustrated. I was frowning at the frustration when Tae came over and put his hand on my shoulder. And we'll see what words of encouragement Tae has for us in the next episode. Oh, I'm so glad we don't have to actually go over the same material that we've gone over before, but we probably will have to if we go through, when we go through Yuri and Yeon-ho, huh? But I guess at least for the two characters that were locked in the first place, we won't have to. I wonder if we'll end up with more material to have to go over again with Tae later on, though. Like if the play is going to happen and stuff like that. I don't know, we'll see. I can't help speculating. Well, I hope to see you in my future videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.